All right, y'all, we're back. Another collection walkthrough. This time it's a brand we've never had before. Out of Korea, it's called Uniform Bridge. You can find it on the website, Uniform Bridge. I also want to point out in some of the collection, they have like a subcategory called Albert Explorer. What would you say? It's like a little more active, kind of hiking, a little slightly more techie kind of situation.
We'll point it out when we get to those given pieces.
But Korea's doing a really good job lately. We're happy to pick this up. It's something that we've been interested in for a while, put in the order a while ago. So it is finally here. So we'd love to kind of show you guys and highlight some of our favorite pieces. I'm gonna bring in our stand because now we've got the microphones on our shirt as you all were hoping for. And now we can use both of our hands and it's gonna be that much more dynamic. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna start left to right the same way we read and we'll just get through it. This is an Albert Explorer piece. I believe it's the Explorer Blazer, Uniform Blazer. Super lightweight.
I'm gonna bring this in too because that's the pants that match.
Yep.
It's a cool way to do like a more dressed up thing that's completely like technical.
Yeah.
So it doesn't wrinkle, it's water resistant, waterproof. I mean, it could be a really cool like packable type of thing if you're like on a trip or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, I actually have an old La Mer piece that was like a technical jacket that's like it's like a more technical, like almost a nylon-y blazer. I wear it a ton just because you almost wear it like outerwear. But
over like a tee?
Yeah, it looks like a little bit more dressed up. I think it looks cool with the pants, but these could also be really great on their own. So you get all the adjustable nature, again, the nylon, you know, totally packable. You're never gonna notice it wrinkling or anything.
Scrunch it right up,
Yeah. So
I think it'd be cool, like obviously summer, like you said, play it lightweight with t-shirt. Winter, put a hoodie underneath, chunky shoes, you're good to go. 3-pocket wind jacket. So another similar situation. I've got one color on. Actually, that's the only color we have of it.
There we go.
So,
I mean, fully lined, heavy duty, dual way zipper. I mean, you're getting a lot of product and feature for not a lot of money, in my opinion, with this brand. It's just kind of like what you want in one of these pieces. I think sometimes you get into like Arc'teryx and stuff like that, and I love those pieces. They make great technical outerwear, but the problem can sometimes be the fit is much more narrow. It's meant to be base layers. It's not really meant to be worn more casually. So you're kind of taking this like more hard-wearing technical approach, but making it a little bit more wearable with like a lot of the looser, wider fits like that we normally do. I mean, I love the almost the different colors in the banding. It's technically reflective. Like I said, fully lined. I mean, this is a great piece. This is another, I don't know if you mentioned this, another Albert Explorer piece. Biggest thing here is you can do the full way zip, but you get the bottom zip as well.
Yeah, so you can pop up in the proportion.
Yeah, it makes really nice proportions.
And again, you kind of mentioned it, but like heavier duty than you think.
Yeah.
There's it's a pretty sturdy jacket.
Definitely.
I particularly remember loving these ones, bro. This is the utility hood jacket. I want to show this coral color.
I mean, this gives like the old like kind of Sierra Designs look. So it's got that kind of 70s approach to like, you know, hiking, outerwear, things like that.
Yeah.
That is gonna look a little different, obviously, Chase, when that's a different piece. But it's got like, that's got all the mesh.
Shit.
The mesh. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Wait on that one. So this is like, it's just more of like that like 60-40 style cloth, you know, great vintage colorway. Again, you get that classic look with a more modern casual fit. I think that's super important because sometimes you get those old pieces and they just don't really go with the rest of your, you know, silhouettes. So yeah, this is another great piece, another good outerwear piece for spring. Yep. You could easily take this into fall too.
4 blocky pockets up front. And as I said before, I was wrong. We have that in coral. This is a completely different jacket. We just have them next to each other. Similar deal. So this is like a ripstop situation.
Cool chartreuse color.
Lined again on the inside. Heavier duty than it appears in a product photo. And then this cool kind of mesh, what would you call this, Brando? A map pocket?
Yeah, it's kind of like a, I mean, yeah.
Traditionally,
I think that's
is that what?
Exactly,
You know?
yeah. I would go off a map pocket. So. And I love that you get this kind of like interesting nature where the items in there are gonna kind of show. Main reason being if you had anything that was wet going into there, it would continue to dry out.
That's smart.
Which is really cool. It's like these classic technical pieces you'd see in like, you know, for fishing or hiking or whatever it be. But like you get like some of those technical details, but in a more, you know, easier to wear.
Retro-y kind of colors too, hiking, outdoorsy colors.
So I love this. This is a micro rip, so really tiny ripstop, which gives it this great drape. It's super light. I like things like this because I'll use these as mid layers and wear like a jacket over them. That way if it does rain or whatever, I can move it to the outside or just keep it underneath and you get that kind of cool look of it zipping up all the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the banding around the hood. That's like a very like active outdoor
Totally.
kind of situation.
Yeah,
really
Micro
lightweight.
Rip is really underrated as I just don't see it that often. And all of the work they do here really creates this really great shape on body. So it's a really cool piece. Does that come in a couple colors or just that one?
This one, and then we have this
Also
sort of
comes in the, like,
steel
silver,
gray, steel blue almost situation.
Yeah, these are awesome with like shorts and stuff. If you're doing like a quick hike or if it's not a hike or something, you just going to grab coffee in the morning. You can just keep that on with shorts and a tee, and it looks really great.
Okay, moving on. We got some denim jackets. We have this type 1. It is in a 1 rinse fabric.
Yeah, this is a really nice heavyweight denim that has been washed, so it's nice and soft. The main thing I love here is the super boxy, more modern fit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It really looks nice under things, over things, kind of however you end up doing it here.
It's cool, sort of like, what do you say? There's like almost like a back darting detail, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of creates that cool, like kind of like curved shape on body.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like both of these denim jackets that are coming up here. So this is
One
like based
pocket,
on type 1, yeah.
Type 2 pleating. You technically still have the side pockets as well, which is a nice feature. We all like pockets here at Canoe Club. So this is the type 1. Moving on. Oh yeah, this is the type 2 in the washed indigo. Similar weight for the denim, obviously just a much more washed treatment. Same side pockets here on the side. Front pockets up here, the type 2 pleating, and then similar darting in the back, but actually it's horizontal. Yeah. So.
And I'm going to jump ahead for a
kind of
second,
shape.
but to try to make my point is these are two really great like long sleeve t-shirts that are from them. Kind of retro-y stripe deal happening, cool little gusseting here. The main thing I wanted to bring these out for though is that you can see how a lot of people are wearing their t-shirts a lot boxier, a lot roomier. With a jacket like this, it's going to accommodate that. If you wear like a classic type 3 with a boxier shirt like this, you get that weird sort of like
billowing
thing
at the
happening where it
bottom.
like billows and peeks out and sits weird. This will sit really nice together. So just a good point to like if you tend to wear more boxy fits, this is going to that type of jacket is going to work a lot better with all the other pieces in your wardrobe.
Right on.
Think of like if you're wearing an A+ hoodie and then you put like a tight jacket on the top and it does that weird little This is going to
gathers
like,
weird in the armholes.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's going to sit a lot better.
Moving on. Little denim work shirt, 2 pockets here in the front. Really a pretty just straightforward work shirt. The fabric, it's definitely a mid-weight fabric. I would say kind of more of a year-round fabric, not too heavy, certainly not too light either.
It's a lot like the old like Ralph Lauren polo country stuff as far as like the weight. You could almost wear this like a shirt jacket because of the weight, but it's still soft and drapey and it's nice and it'll continue to age really nicely. Honestly, it's just kind of hard to find one of these again that has that more boxy fit to it. Most of them are a lot like longer and like it's kind of slimmer in the body. So this gets you that same look with a little bit more drape, a little bit more room.
I love the hem too. It's not just a straight across hem.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of this if you wear it underneath the jacket, maybe poke out front and back.
Love the white stitching too.
All right, we got this guy. Let me get the name right. Single Blouson. Albert Explorer yet again. So we have that cool sort of cinch situation down here in the bottom if you did want to cinch it, make it sit at the waist nice and straight.
Yeah, and again, they also do this pleating on the arm so you get that cool curved shape to it as you wear it. The fabric is like it's kind of like cut on the bias, so it's going to kind of go across. So you have like an like a cool like point of interest there with nothing crazy. It's Albert Explorer, so it's kind of based around more technical outerwear type of stuff. So you get these big slant pockets. Reminds me a lot of the technical outerwear that La Mer makes. I mean, you get the adjusters at the bottom. It's kind of like a coach's jacket, kind of like an outer, like a hiking piece. Really cool.
Right on.
You could wear that a lot of different ways.
Also like to point out, lined on the inside as well, I think. Coverall work jacket. So this is, what would you say, like an over-dyed indigo kind of situation?
Almost like more like a carpenter jacket. It's like you can really see it in person. I don't know if you see it up close, but it's really like textural in like the fabric. So you get like these ridges that I think will continue to age and also kind of nep over time, which will look really cool. Other than that, it's pretty classic, man. You get the little bit more of a rounded collar when you take this out. Bear with me, I've mandolined my thumb, but it really like lays really great there. So that's a good piece, and it comes in a couple colors. Again, just easy, boxy pieces that you can wear with like wider tees, wider leg pants. Everything just falls really nicely, super comfortable. We looked at this as like a brand where you can really get some like core pieces that you can get a lot of use out of.
Yes.
And then use it to pair with a lot of the like I said before, like an Amplus hoodie or something like that. Sometimes those can be hard to like work into the wardrobe just because the shape changes a lot.
Yeah. Come winter, give yourself plenty of options to layer. This is sick. This is the standout for me.
Yeah.
Vegan leather jacket. Really, really, really supple and cool. Cropped in a nice way. I don't know, bro. I mean, you're kind of a leather jacket guy. What do you think?
It's kind of like based more on like military jackets than just done in more of like that biker style.
Right
you know
on.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, it's just, I think like, the asymmetrical motorcycle jacket can be a little difficult to wear because of the way it fits. Same thing when you go towards more of that like vintage mini jacket style. That can also be sort of hard because of the tightness. So this just adds this really nice silhouette that's a little bit more full. Is gonna fall really well with like, big volume jean or something like that. So you can still get that look without,
kind of like a zip trucker jacket in leather.
Yeah,
YKK hardware, so nice and sturdy. This thing is sick. I'm excited to style this.
A lot of cool details. Pockets on the arm, zips above the flat pockets. These button down. This has got the old military buttons plus the zip. You have there's just a lot of cool detail to it as well. Yeah.
All right, moving on. These are confirming two of the same. I'm gonna put the orange up here, but I'll hold the green for just a second. The M65 short jacket.
This is actually maybe my favorite piece in the collection. I really like, again, they take the time to dart the arms so you get that cool rounded shape. It's a lot more cropped than a typical M65. You still get the stand collar, no hood tucked in here, so you're not getting that big thick collar. Most importantly though, with an M65, which I love, that material is really heavy and really difficult to wear. It doesn't drape at all. This does the opposite. This is super lightweight. This is like an M65 that you can just wear with a t-shirt. It's relaxed, it's open, it's got a lot of room. It's it doesn't have all the lining and stuff. It does have the buttons in case you ever wanted to button a liner into it.
And also you could cinch the waist.
So you get like kind of like a customized fit on a piece like this. So it's kind of everything that like people love about like really beat up that perfect vintage M65. Yeah. But it just fixes like those are quite long, those are heavy. They've got the hood cut. You get to cut the hood out if you don't want the big thick. And this is so much taller on one of those. It just feels a lot more wearable to me than like the vintage M65. So it fixes a lot of problems of that.
4-pocket coach jacket. So think like an army shirt from Orslo or like a BDU kind of mixed with a chore coat and
But a little bit, it's got the more of that that chartreusey color. So it's just, it's gonna age really nicely, I think, as you wear it. It's gonna, the material itself will kind of take on some patina, even though it's pretty lightweight. You could absolutely just wear this with a t-shirt and wear it all summer. Again, it's kind of taking off that military vibe. It's almost somewhere like an M65, but different. It's a kind of an amalgamation of a couple different styles. I love the gusseting here that can be tied or left open. I would leave it open because you get that cool kind of shape to it.
Color the tee underneath.
I think this is a really great piece. That might be another standout in the collection for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that boy on. All right, track jacket olive. We have olive and we have mauve. Actually, some of the fellows were already talking about the mauve ones. I'm gonna pull that. This is dope.
This is an easy one, man. We've had these from brands before and they always sell well. This is kind of that classic wind jacket, sailing jacket. Has the, you can kind of tell in here, it's got the mesh lining. It got all the back flaps to let out all the air. Super breathable. I mean, this is a really versatile piece in the summer to have something like this. I really love this color. I also really love this like underneath something. Having something like this underneath the M65 suddenly makes it a whole different thing. I think that's a really cool way to kind of like bring out the layers of a piece like this. But again, cinches at the bottom, cinches in the middle, you get a lot of cool, interesting shapes too. So you can do a lot with a little.
Hunting jacket in ivory. This was something that I could be wrong, but I want to say they really were pushing this jacket in a lot of the lookbook.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting take on one of these because you have, again, this kind of like technical nature where they like do the gusseting on the pockets. It's got the pocket drains with the grommets there. You got the top ones. This feels a little more on the military side. Again, I really like them blending military and outdoor and just something more casual. Yeah, it gets the, almost like a barber. This still does a lot of those classic like hunting details. Obviously the corduroy collar is a standout. Unlined, which I actually think helps a piece like this be a little bit more wearable. This will break down really nicely. You got a big old throat latch there. So really somewhere between like a hunting jacket, like a technical outerwear. It's a really interesting blend of a lot of things that are known like icon pieces. These are 2 pocket long sleeves. All garment dyed, so they're super soft. The color is going to change as you wear it, so it's going to keep washing. As it washes out, you'll see more highs and lows in the dyes, and I mean, people are familiar with garment dyeing at this point. You get the cool little gusset in the side. This looks cool thrown over a tee, underneath any of this other stuff we're showing. Nice and big and full and boxy, easy to wear, super comfortable, is only gonna get better as you go.
I've always said if you live somewhere cold, having some long sleeve tees is like a slept on thing.
Yeah.
The rugby from Lady White. This is something that you'll wear way more than you can imagine if you live somewhere with winter.
Yeah, and wearing them and using them like a crew neck is also really nice because they're a little bit blousier than those, whereas this is obviously gonna cut in more at the bottom.
You could wear a t-shirt under this, and then this is like an overshirt kind of, you know what I'm saying? Crew neck here. Again, it should wash out beautifully, garment dyed.
So you basically get Grindle and Grindle used here.
Yeah.
They're really, I mean, this is a really great fabric. I love the colors here. These are great everyday sweatshirts, nice and roomy, nothing crazy, not big and oversized necessarily, just roomy, easy to wear. Looks good under everything.
I'm gonna try on the XL later because I only have that gray one I wear all the time.
Yeah.
All right, then we got these striped tees, which you already pulled. Let me just highlight them once more.
So again, nice, roomy, comfortable, long sleeve.
And I mean,
like a
to
crew
give
neck.
you guys a scale, this is the medium we've pulled.
Yeah.
I'm probably more of like an XL guy, so.
Yeah.
Coverall work pants. You guys know what this is. It's a painter.
Yeah.
It's
got pockets on both
sides.
sides.
And a painter kind of, you know?
Big, more like dump pockets on either side as opposed to like the little paintbrush style ones. These you can actually fit some more substantial.
Yeah.
Again, what's gonna happen that's cool over time, you can't really tell the way it's sitting, but as this lays out, it'll kind of create this cool like shape to it that's this round shape. Think of all of this as kind of having this interesting oval proportion to it. So really great, easy to wear. Kind of just like a way to mix up a normal fatigue. I love that they're bar tacked instead, so they keep them light, easy to wear. Yeah, great piece.
All right, so these guys are the Denim Fatigue. It's 12-ounce denim. So this is their fatigue shape, just in their 12-ounce denim, like a wash.
So just like you saw, we'll match the jacket. Other than that, it's just cut like a fatigue. I mean, simple as that.
Yep.
The one thing I actually like, as opposed to a normal fatigue, no flat pockets, just open pocket on the back, so it doesn't create any unnecessary bulk or anything like that.
Yeah, sometimes the pockets kind of fold up funny if you sit on them too long. You know what I mean? Without
touching this, it's hard to explain, but this is an incredibly soft denim for how thick it is, if that makes sense. So it's substantial, but it feels like it's going to drape really well. Looks lovely. I've said it before, but I also love a trouser hem on denim, so I love that that's happening here. Yeah, organically.
OG Comfort Denim Black, I believe. Comfort Denim pants, black, one washed.
Pretty much straightforward, man. It's a 5-pocket jean. Nice straight fit. Again, that denim is really substantial, but really soft. So even though it's heavy, it's not gonna feel like raw denim or anything.
And in person, it definitely reads as black.
Yeah.
But not like a straight black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not a washed black
it will
either,
age and become, just like raw, it's just a little softer.
Yeah, really like the contrast stitching. These are sharp. Military parachute pants. We've got these confirming in olive and black. I'll show you the black, but I'm gonna hang the olive to see the detail in the light. What do we think about these, Bronco?
These are really interesting. So this is like it's a proper like fatigue style pant, but like a parachute pant. So you get that that big side pocket here, but these are cut more like welt pockets, so they're a little dressier. It doesn't feel so like difficult to use. This is also a huge pocket here.
Sick.
Again, creates this kind of interesting proportion, Velcro shut. And then, gusseted knee, like you'd maybe expect from this type of pant. So you get the big volume. Again, that interesting shape that they create is really like what I think drew us most to the brand. It's because the fit is so interesting. We'll drop editorials so you'll be able to see it. But the fit and proportion of these is really great. Again, the fabric is incredibly smooth and nice to the touch. I think this is like a easy replacement to a fatigue or like alternate to a fatigue.
You want to explore a little more. Maybe you want something a little fuller.
Yeah.
Again, we have a navy and olive. I'm gonna pull the navy.
Yeah.
This in the lookbook, I think they shot it with some shoes that look like some white Air Force Ones and like a jacket over top. Really, really sick. So it's a little crispy. It's definitely
it's like a nylon. Which I think is actually great because as you wear it, it softens a ton. But again, it doesn't wrinkle, doesn't have any of those problems. Similar to what we saw last time in the parachute, but you get It's a little bit more casual, a little easier to wear. It's got the adjusters at the bottom. It's gonna be really easy to wear if you're like super into like a military look or a more streetwear thing, kind of whatever you're into. This is gonna kind of support that.
Think like a summertime pant though. I mean, there's like almost an iridescence to the navy too.
Yep.
Get the drawstring here at the bottom. I really like these. But
yeah, these are great.
I think this is a really good
color.
color.
I look at it,
blue.
the more into them I am. Yeah, I love that this is like a expanding pocket. So again, you get that cool shape. Yeah, really, really great. Super versatile pant. And then we already covered this one, but just to showcase it alone, this is that pant that goes along with the jacket there if you'd like it to. But again, I think this is a really cool pant just to wear as like an everyday thing as well. Again, it's a nylon, but it's a lot actually lighter weight than the last one we showed you. This is much heavier. This is a lot lighter, will drape really nicely, has the adjusters on the waist, zip pockets, and then it's got the kind of reinforcement throughout the knee and the adjuster at the bottom. So again, a lot of this is really about fitting and adjusting volume and proportion to work with whatever you're wearing. So this is no exception there, and the whole collection kind of supports that as well. So this is a really exciting brand for us. I think it's like a unique take on, like we said, military inspiration, technical inspiration. It just feels easy to me. Like it feels like a good way to fill in some holes in your wardrobe too, with something that feels a bit more fashion because of the cut, style, and overall aesthetic. I feel like no matter where you land and what you're into, you're going to be able to find something that will work from this collection. So it's expansive. It's got good prices on it. Again, it's a newer brand from Korea for us. We're really excited to be representing it, and I think they've done a great job with this. So.
Looks dope. That's that. Thank you for watching. Timothy and I enjoy doing this, but again, we have some YouTube series we want to try out, whether it's product focused or more just us kind of messing about. So keep an eye out for that. But other than that, guys, for real, thank you for watching. Drop your comments below, suggestions, etc., etc. We have a podcast, customer service podcast, where all podcasts are heard. We have some really heavy hitter guests that we just aired. And we have a list of people we're really excited to talk to here soon. Canoe Club Patreon, patreon.com/Shop Canoe Club. You can get Discord access, early access to seasonal sale, coming up very soon. Plenty more monthly deals. It's there to take care of you guys. It's there for you to take advantage of us more than anything. And I'm fine to say that because we put it there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. That was long-winded. Thank you.